All right, I want to give an update on SPY. I've seen some other Elliott wave people on Twitter saying that it's possible to go down to 410. I haven't really looked at it in depth, but because I think that's pretty much the bottom right here at 422. But let's take a look and see where that would take us based on the count I have here. If it went to 410, that would be the 0.38 fib. So that's definitely possible. I don't think that's here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and show you what I'm looking at. So 410 is possible. There's two different scenarios here. If we topped right here, it's either A, B, C, 4, or we're doing this 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4, and then 5 is going to come down here. However, let's do this. 2. This is why I think that that scenario is not going to happen, because if this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this right here, this pullback would have stopped at about 440 and not gone over the 50% retracement. So there are scenarios where it can go past the 50%, but with SPY, those scenarios don't seem to happen very often, and so I'm leaning towards the probability that this was A, B, C, the bottom, and 4. So with that case, where are we at now then? We're still in what I said yesterday. We're still in a 1, A, B, C, 2. And actually, if you look at this, it pretty much hit the 50% fib today. So it's definitely possible that today was the bottom. Let's zoom in though. So we have 1, and then we have A, B, and then we're headed on C. Let's zoom in a little bit. 4-hour time frame. Can't see anything there. 2-hour time frame. Can't see anything. 1-hour time frame. Now you can see something. So if this is B right here, and we're on C, we got 1 right here. We got 2 right here. And it looks like, based on that, we're on the third wave. But we can zoom in even more. Let's go to the 30-minute now. Then we got 1, 2. You can get really in depth here and try to figure out exactly where you are. 1. My labeling isn't the best, but as long as I know what's going on, it's all good. So 1, 2, and then this is the third wave between that. So we're getting really in depth here. 1, 2. Looks like 3, 4. And here's a simple way you can do this. Parallel lines will tell the story, and that's clearly the third wave. So then we got 3. And then we got 4. And this is getting really in depth, huh? 1, 2. I'm not even going to mark those. It's such a low time frame. We're in the 5-minute time frame now. So it can get confusing if you don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to go that low. I'll just use, this is 1 and 3, 4. Let's see here. I would say, based off this, we bottomed on the third wave here today. So put a question mark there. So we'd be so based off this, we had A, B, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. So if I'm right, we would be looking for a bounce to about 443. Oh, whoops. 443 here. And then if we got that, where would the fifth wave take us? And to be the bottom. So 433.90 is where I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and if we do that, now let's zoom out, go back to the 4 hour. So we figured out where we think the bottom's at. Now take the fib on the first wave and 433.90 is almost right on the 0.61 fib. So based on the chart, we definitely have more downside coming, in my opinion. I mean, anything can happen. I think it's very likely we hit 435 to 433. So that's our target, and that would be the end of the second wave. So we'd have, I need to use a bigger, let's do 1. So 1, and then I'm looking for 2 right here next week. And that should be the bottom, 433 to 435. And then, as you can see, I think we're going to 480 after that. So that's basically what I see. I held off on buying dips on most of my stocks today. I shorted SoFi and made a pretty good profit on that. I bought the dip on US Steel, as I think that's going to go to about $27. What else? I shorted US Steel as well. Made some money on that. But I held off on any long positions because I think we have a little bit more downside. I think next week, early next week, is going to be the time to add to any positions you want to, because I think that growth stocks are about to take off here in the next month or so. I'm going with that prediction. I own a huge chunk of SoFi, and I think after that goes to the low 11s or mid 11s, it's going to run to 15 bucks. So there's what I think for SPY. Leave ticker requests down below and let me know what you think or any other questions you have. All right, I'll talk to you in the next video.